Hello everyone and welcome back to Modern Skyblock 3. Since last time, I made a mistake. You see, I wanted to attune myself to the new constellation, well not our new constellation, but to a different constellation, Dissidia, in order to unlock its perks. Well, what I didn't realize is that in order to attune to a new constellation, you have to de-attune yourself from the old constellation. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's no big deal. So I make a shifting star, which is what you do it with, and I unattune myself from the previous constellation. And now, I have no perks. They're just gone. All the perk effects I had have disappeared. You can see my hearts aren't as high as they used to be. And now I have to wait till night falls in order to attune myself to this and see if I can restore any of those perk points or if they're just gone forever. And that would be a huge disappointment. But yeah, so that happened. Uh, Also, I decided to set up this, the Entangled Chalice, here directly, so that can pump directly into all of these machines without needing, to follow the long line of cables, even though I still left it here. But I set this up down here, so it'll go directly into there, and that will teleport it into the other place. So that should help out with the blood transfer. And I will use that to repair my armor because it's really efficient, and it's completely automatic, and I have to do nothing. So that's how that's going to go. Also, in this episode, I'm going to be doing the other part of the blood section here, and that is blood magic. And for that, we have to start off with making a rudimentary snare and a demonic will. And getting a demonic will. Well, I have a rudimentary snare. There is an enderman over here, but it will probably dodge this. Yeah, alright, well, it was worth a shot. Gotta try things, you know? Can't not try. Oh, wait, it had white particles. Okay, well, that worked. It had white particles, even though it dodged it. So I got a demonic will from that, which is really cool. That's helpful. And some gold out of a loot bag. Very nice. Now, what can I do with this will? So I have it. Now what? I can make a blood altar and fill it up with life points using a sacrificial dagger. And making a hellfire forge. Okay. Not sure what exactly these are for, but I'm sure I can find out relatively easily. And how to make them too, don't know that. Altar, okay, so that requires a demonic will. This does not, though, so I can just go ahead and make that, and the altar, get both of those set up. And I'm gonna just stick them, probably around in this general area, so I'll get both of those things made, and let's see what happens. Alright, both of these things have been made, and this sacrificial dagger. So if I do this, poke myself, and life essence goes in there. How far away can I do this? I was at 140, now I'm at 60? Why is it going down? I don't want to do that. Is it used to heal me, like, or is it going into here? I have no idea. I have no idea how this thing works, but I guess I put this stuff in and it gets me some of these. So why is it going down? Unless I just have to keep doing this and then it stays high. But no, it still goes down. I don't know. It's confusing to me, but it is made, and now I need food to heal. And this will be the end. Oh no, I already finished my cake. Man, I have to make new food, like bacon pancakes. There you go, food. Okay. So now that both of those are made, we can move on here. Instead of using snares, I can kill them with a sentient sword to fill up a tartaric gem. Once I fill up a gem, I can make one with more capacity. Okay. And what else here? Checking the altar. I can make arcane ashes with the forge to make sigils, like the divination sigil, and a blood orb allows me to interact with my blood network. Okay. That's a lot of stuff. Is this like completely drained itself? Yeah. Oh, this is full. Okay, cool. All of these are filled because of this being amazing. Is this still going down? No. It's not anymore. Okay. I'm confused as to how that thing works, but I'm sure I'll learn how it functions at some point in the future. I still need more food. Like baked beans. I said, like, bamboo steamed rice. That's cool. Uh, I guess I'll go ahead and get all this, sentient sword, the tartaric gem. I'll make the ashes, but not the sigil, and I'll try to make a weak blood orb. Alright, so I have managed to reattune myself, but sadly, all the perk progress gained has been lost. Yeah, that sucks. So, I gain experience by dealing damage. So, what I'm probably gonna do is try to do anything that will let me gain more perk experience quickly. I don't know where that would be, but yeah, like here, these type of things, so I can get more experience faster. But I'm also gonna try and work my way around the circle. I don't know, probably this direction. Actually, no, I'll do this way to go to Amara and then to Visio. But just trying to get, like, anything that increases my experience gained, and then to get to these root nodes. To try and recover some of what I've lost. It's very sad. But also, I managed to get a bunch of other stuff like these demonic wills. So, if I stick that in there, okay, and then I do, gold, redstone, glass, and lapis. Like that, okay. I assume the item will be put into here? Yes. And the will stayed. Okay, cool. So that means I can do that again. Redstone and glass. Cool. I can get a second one. Very nice. And now I can take this and an iron sword. Those can combine to get me this sentient sword. Yes. Okay. Sentient sword has been gotten. Cool. Yes. So, now I can also make the arcane ashes. Some gunpowder, this. And you have enough in you to get me some arcane ashes. Cool. So, the divination sigil itself requires, redstone and a blank slate, so I need a piece of stone also to go into here. But since this has enough, I can stick in a diamond, and this should turn that into a weak blood orb, eventually. And I can add more by stabbing myself, if I need to. But eventually it should turn into a weak blood orb. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. You have the power. Come on. How much blood did it need? What? I thought it needed like 1,000. Oh, it needed 2,000. Oh. Well, it's draining slowly enough to where I feel like I can supply it enough by stabbing myself to where it should have enough to collect 2,000 on its own right now. Yeah, there we go. Weak blood orb. Cool. And now I can poke myself directly and yeah, I can store essence that way. I also need to get a blank slate using a piece of stone. I can stick the ash. I can stick the slate and the redstone into this ash to get the other thing I need. Okay, good. Slate. So if I place this down and do like slate and then redstone. Well, it ate my slate, so are you doing something? Do you need blood? Like, what am I missing here? If I break you, okay, cool, I get my stuff back. Let me try to stick the redstone in. Ah, there we go, and then the slate. There we go, okay. Oh, it's changing, oh, it's growing. Oh. Oh, no. Looks really cool, though. And now I have a divination sigil. And if I do this, I can see that I have 200 LP in here, which I think is just in my blood orb. So this has 400, so if I stick the orb on there, this should have 600. Except I think it's going into the orb and not out of it. So now this should be higher? Yeah, 430. Okay, cool. So that's how that works. Now I have a sigil. There are a bunch of different sigils that I can make, so I might go into that later. These look very interesting. Okay. Can use a demon crucible to release the will from a gem and turn it into a will crystal. I can get a higher tier 1 that I can combine with a target crystal to update it to that tier. Okay. I don't know how necessary all this stuff is, so I'm not really gonna worry about it right now. I can work on getting this incense altar, these blocks, and an alchemy table, though, as well as probably grinding a bit to try and get up my level in the perk territory here. So I will do those things. Alright, as you can see here, I have made pretty much everything here. We got the incense altar, which upgrades the sacrificial dagger to this weird enchanted thing, and it takes all but a little bit of your health and gives you soul foray. And the book says that this thing can be upgraded, but I have no idea how to do that, so won't be doing that for a while. I have also made this alchemy table, which I have no idea how to use, but I imagine a blood orb goes there, and other stuff happens as a result of that. So we also had the, wherever it is, upgrading our altar. We can get it to a tier 2 altar with 8 blank slates. If I tier 2 click. Okay, so I need, it doesn't tell me exactly what I need, but I'm going, oh, that's cool. It has like a holograph thing. I didn't see that before because I didn't mine any of these blocks. But pretty sure I need to place these blank runes just around the outside here, like so. And is that it? Missing a solid block. 1071, 94, negative 709, or 709. Here, I need a solid block. Is that right? 1071, negative 709. Right here? Missing solid block, negative 1071. This is negative 1071, negative 709. Okay. Is dirt not a solid block? I'm confused. What's the issue here? This is set to tier 2, right? Yeah. Solid block, negative 1071, 94, 709. No idea. If I break this, is it going to change what it says? No. It needs a solid block here? What if I try cobblestone? Still didn't work. I have no idea. I'm going to look this up real quick. Well, after checking Google, I have no idea why this isn't working. So, we're just going to roll with it. I don't know if I'll need a tier 2 for anything else that's listed in the quests. Hopefully I don't. I don't really need to pursue the mod further as a whole, just because nothing else in here is particularly useful to me, as it is right now. Because I already have really good tools and all that stuff, so I don't need too much out of here. But I do want to at least explore it and what it has to offer, just because, you know, it's in the pack, and I haven't really done too much with this in the past. So, going to move on and look at Binding Regent, making a Bound Blade, and a Weak Blood Shard. Alright. Also need to make a Sacrificial Dagger to kill mobs to fill up the Blood Altar. And can make rituals with a Master Ritual Stone and certain patterns, and this is crazy. This will take a long time to do, I think. So, yeah. Not sure if I'm gonna do that, because it'll take a while. But I will at least go to the Dagger of Sacrifice and these blood tools. Alright, so, after looking into how to craft everything, it turns out with a tier 2 altar, the only thing here that we can make is the knife. Ah, yeah. So we can get the Dagger of Sacrifice, and nothing else with just a tier 2. Which is unfortunate, because tier 3s are expensive, to say the least. I mean, they're not that expensive, but they would require some more resources, as you can see here. They require a lot more of these blank runes. So I'll need to get those made. I think the blank runes would be where these grass blocks are. It'd just be all in here. So it's expensive in terms of runes, because these are not cheap. I mean, they kind of are, but not for me, because I can't get blood easily. I don't have anything automatic set up, though it is a bit faster now. So, yeah, not sure I want to take it that far, to where I make all this stuff, but maybe at a later date I will. I don't know. But yeah, I might work on it off camera over time, but I'm just, it's just a lot of work just sitting here stabbing myself, not really feeling that. So, not really going to do that. Okay. Well, something else to end the episode here. I set up this machine here to where I could stick in ice stone and iron rings into the freezer from Aether, and we have managed to get 27 and 3. That should be 32, I hope. Ice rings, right? 27, 5, yeah, 32 ice rings. So we can then go into environmental, text submit, claim. And there we go. Now we can do environmental technology, which is very odd. It's really useful once you get it set up, but man, does it take a while. So I will be doing that eventually at some point. Well, I think next episode, unless I decide to finish out Blood Magic, we're going to be doing some digital storage. I need to do this too, but I haven't done that yet because I haven't unlocked it. But anyway, digital storage, finally. Next episode of this, make an ME system, get our items sorted, and that should help out a lot. But until then, I'm going to leave this here. Subscribe if you enjoyed, leave a comment with any feedback you have for me, and I'll see all of you later. Bye.